40 fathoms into yesterday, Lennon, and Sky Captain Musk's land of tomorrow. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I don't believe in yesterday, John boy. Welcome, friends, overlords and ladies. I'm honored that you could join your good Herr Doktor this evening. What's new? What's old? Well, I could ask my psionic lensman to plunge 40 fathoms into yesterday and divulge with you all the mystery of sunken submarines from World War II. But alas, we've got an obnoxious enigma presented to us that I must fathom today, and this comes to us in the form of stuffy old bureaucrats making the attempt to regulate blockchain, let alone fintech, attempting to explain this to a lot of whose administrative offices can't pass the Turing test and aren't even on par with blockchain CEOs who are all cramming in George Jetson's sky car to ride shotgun over to Capitol Hill in, well, a possibly fruitless attempt to educate descocrats in the fundamentals of blockchain technology. Oh, and we know it won't go very far save for a mild muse of watching the cow eyes on C-SPAN, though they might skip airing the entire affair, if just to save face, before declining faith in bureaucracy from the general public. Oh, and I nearly forgot, the Annans caught Hillary teleporting right out of Bilderberg to snatch up evidence of the monolith man before geologists could reveal their findings of the legendary men of renown. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. So we still have to ask permission from the old suits, eh? Can't have an economy of our own, huh? Infidel! Eat this psionic death ray. But seriously, so how do we undo this little snag? Perhaps we might all just disappear. Build our own micronations. If these old goats don't get themselves some kind of an oldster hobby already, and politely retire. Now then, let's talk residential homes briefly here. Why? What do you mean why? Well, because it's like Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Though I don't think clicking our heels together is going to accomplish this most miraculous feat of teleporting into a never land like the much beloved wish fantasy of Hollywood big screen, my friends. Now then, what of the reality of home life? Well, housing affordability may sound like it's a thing of the past. However, advanced and indeed affordable technology is here. Seemingly, we should be in possession of homes for all of America, no doubt, soon across the entire planet, with the aid of a modern marvel called 3D printing. I mean, they're more durable. 3D printed houses don't rust, weather resistant, and to a degree are fire resistant, at least from flying embers. And the maintenance of these prodigies are incredibly and nearly non-existent. That means a lot of problems would seemingly be resolved by their adoption into cities, towns, and country all across the planet, albeit there are homes which are printed with green technology in mind and which reduce the carbon print or carbon footprint, whatever it's called these days, exponentially. And so why don't the bigwigs want this trend to go viral? Well, it's like anything else. These no-good bureaucrats and big business junkies don't mind selling off yours and my jobs to robots and automation, but for the love of Lucifer, don't cut us out of the equation, the man in the high castle ranted on. Now then, let's focus on achieving the cooperation of policymakers to implement these cost-effective solutions. Strategic business partnering relationships. Are these bureaucrats socially dysfunctional? Well, maybe. In a manner. You may not be fully aware, but with the implementation of something called a smart contract, you could conceivably receive the keys to your next home on the same day that you pay for it. This reasoning has to do with the nature of smart contracts. That is, they remove all intermediaries from the equation. In layman terms, this means in the process of buying your home, you can say, "Goodbye, middleman." So one of the things that has to happen next, are you paying attention? Are you listening closely? And this must happen really soon. It is that Ripple, the R3, must win its day in court against the SEC. Winning this case opens the doors to the future and rolls out the proverbial red carpet for a new financial system which will make life a hell of a lot better than it is right now. Oh, but these stuffy suits do not want us to live a better life. Oh, I forgot that, right? Let's face it. We're waking up now, and we know we've been at the bottom of a pyramid society for 1,000 years. What else? What else could there be? How about the scourge of the skyboard? Yes, Elon Musk sets the stage to become the next warlord of the sky with high-tech artificial constellations, which will, well, actually it's a good thing. They'll change the face of the planet forever and deliver the fastest internet, or Skynet, that has been conceived of in our lifetime. I'll be back. Blockchain and personal AI agents promise a return to the initial campaign of the World Wide Web. Remember that, Grandma and Grandpa? A free web. Wouldn't that be nice? Instead of everyone capitalizing on our personal data. Shame on them. Why can't the average person invest in virtual land without having the IRS over his shoulder? I mean, hell, millions of real homes burned to the ground in the past couple of years, and this is to say nothing of economics, floods, and civil unrest. What did our government do? Why do we need them? Well, I think you know that answer. I mean, it's rather like asking yourself the question, why do I need Dracula? The profession of being a nuisance to the general public during our worst relationship to government in the record of my lifetime seems a rather dubious skill set. Yeah, let's fire them, if only. Aliens among us. Yes, that's all very nice. Actually, it's shameless keywording, and that's the truth. But if you're addicted to the alt media and the various cults scanning your smartphone on Telegram while you scoop yourself another serving from the Inquirer, then I'll wager a bet you often forego doing your laundry. You're too busy looking for your next cure. Onward then, but I've some solutions here, which won't cost you too much at all. In fact, I've pulled together some of my greatest teachings and compiled the most comprehensive Badass Psionics Academy video course with 2 complimentary printout documents you can download today. 50% off. That's right, I pulled out. Herr Doktor von Vrilock whipped out his katana sword and cut that academy in half. The cost only, you still get the full academy. 50% off all December long. So, this is Merry Christmas from Herr Doktor von Vrilock to all of my friends listening this evening. Thank you for supporting my work, and this is really a gift to all of you that I've just been dying to give. You will enjoy it. Very entertaining, very informative, and action-packed, full of powerful knowledge. Alright, and so I am. Plus, we're selling out of the rest of our stock of physical books very quickly, I must say. If you want to own a copy, an original of one of the Psionics classics in print, then now is the time. Unlike other so-called must-have items shamelessly marketed across Google ranking, I do so admit that my books, if I don't say so myself, actually I did say so myself, my books actually changed lives for the better. Getting back to the world and the times ahead, let us reflect upon what we already know. After being penny-picked for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and a seemingly endless drive-by of rapid-fire Black Friday advertisements, once again, the holidays poise ready to pounce upon us before we even know if we'll survive the new year. And, of course, that is to say nothing of the prospect of paying our taxes in 2022. In the midst of chaos, infernos, and floods, and the evil economics which have destroyed the prospect of living the good times, albeit an ordinary life might sound like a nice reprieve at this point, we are now faced with what to do about living space, our investments, and how to run not only our lives but also our businesses in this choppy water, beset by political fire on both fronts, whilst fintech's metaphorical U-boats begin to surface on the horizon. Don't get left behind. Sink or swim. I can guarantee you now our lives are about to change for one direction or another. Fingers crossed that we reach the finish line to Web3 transition before the old farts steal the show and shackle us all down with a closed-door nationalist digital economy, which will indeed come in the form of central bank digital currency. Yeah, the CBDCs. You've heard of them, right? Time to get all Steve Wozniak on these old systems and rebuild the next best thing. A free and open spatial web. Personalized and valuable digital tokens, and the new affordable housing from our friends in the commercial 3D printing industry. Okay, so, as Herr Doktor commands, get ready for some awesome new digitals coming up for the new year as well. In the meantime, there's more than enough psionic mirth and techno-magic merriment rockin' the Vrilock Club, so you are obviously invited to join my club, the digital psychotronic philosophical movement of Herr Doktor von Vrilock here, and I'll see you in the club at vrilock.club. Join the club and enjoy the Psionics fandom of Herr Doktor von Vrilock and the Psionic Brotherhood, the First Psionic Lensmen, the Psionic Avengers. Lords and ladies, subscribe to my newsletter at vrilock.com. Well, that about wraps it up for today. Do don your psionic helmet, your prayer boards, and psionic flashlights to change the world. make the world obey. It's time for us to say goodbye this evening. But don't cry, I'll be back. Let's meet up again soon, and until next time we have this merry gathering, let us remember to keep the magic high. This is the one and only, your good friend, Herr Doktor von Vrilock, signing out.